Hey YouTube, it's Alex Vanover back with DIY Alex, and today I am so excited to craft with you with the new badge reels that 143 Vinyl just launched. So if you are joining me, if you could let me know if you can hear me okay and see me okay, that would be amazing. Give me a couple seconds to share this out on Facebook, and then we are going to get started. I'm going to show you all the badge reels, and then I'm just going to craft with two of them quickly today. It's really super easy. I'm going to be using UV resin, and it's awesome. So give me a hot second, but in the meantime, let me know if you can hear me and see me okay, and where you are joining us from, because I would love to know. I've got my laptop over here so that I can see your comments. I am so excited about this launch, you guys. Oh my gosh. Like, I literally could not be more excited. I have been waiting for badge reels. I've been wanting to play with them, and now that 143 Vinyl has them, I have no excuse not to. So let's do this thing. I just got to share it with some friends on Facebook. There we go. Copy. We'll just put it in all the places, you know what I mean? Sorry, my face is a little cut out of there. Oh my gosh, you guys. These shapes are so cute. You are seriously going to love them. Also, let me know in the comments if you already knew this, if you saw this announcement already from 143, and if you didn't, then you're going to be extra surprised. It is going to be so much fun, you guys. I'm going to switch over to my DIY Alex profile, post on this page. All right. As soon as this posts, we are ready to roll. All righty. Hello, hello, my friends. There's plenty of you joining us, 23 of you. Hey, Tracy and Letitia, Kim. Hey, guys. Okay, so let's jump into this craft. I do have, hey, Deanna, I'm glad you're here. Good. I'm glad you guys can see me and hear me okay. So I do have a little bit of limited time. I have a call at 1 o'clock, so I don't have a crazy ton of time to craft. So let's just jump right in. And if you guys miss any of this, always remember that as soon as the live is over, you can start it from the beginning. So you can always come back and watch the replay if there's a piece of it that you want to see again or something like that. So I'm going to move you over to my overhead camera and we will get started. Tracy already saw it, and so did Amanda. Okay, good. Okay. So first I'm going to show you all of the shapes, and then I'm going to show you which two I am going to craft with today. I'm going to get y'all a little closer because I know these badge reels are tiny. So in case you guys are not familiar with what badge reels are, they are just little tiny acrylic shapes that you attach to the front of a literal badge reel. So a lot of people carry these for work if you have locked doors and stuff like that. Hey Ashley, thanks for joining me. And you're just going to super glue them onto the front of this, and they make such cute gifts. They make great gifts for nurses or any profession really that is carrying these. I used to carry these for almost every job that I think I've ever had. So it's pretty useful for a lot of different reasons. So 143 also has badge reels in black and white, and they are both linked in the badge reel category. But yeah, so you just put your badge on here, and then you have the pull tab right there. But this whole front is blank, and that's what you're going to glue. Whatever acrylic shape you choose, you're just going to glue it onto the front. So that's how those work in case you're not familiar with badge reels. So let's take a look at some of these shapes. And by the way, everything I'm using in this craft is all linked in the description of this video. So if you want to go check them out, everything is linked below. So first there is a sunflower shape, so stinking cute. There is a football. And by the way, all of the files are already up on 143 Vinyl, so you can totally go craft with these like right now if you get them today if you're a local pickup customer. Here's a mini paw. You'll also notice a difference between the badge reels and the keychains. Hey Marvin, thanks for joining me. I've got Marvin from 143. You guys say hi to him in the comments. I'm so glad that you're here. So another difference between the badge reels and the keychains is that there's no hole in the badge reels because obviously they don't have to hang from a key ring, so they don't have one. But that's another difference between the acrylic blanks they already have, and these badge reels. Here is the horseshoe one, which I'm super excited about because my mom rides horses and I used to too, so I'm totally going to make one of these for her. Here, I think this one may be called jersey. Kind of reminds me of like a basketball jersey. Oh, it's Katie. Hi, Katie. Thanks for joining us as well. I'm so glad that you're here. Ooh, Kim has an amazing idea for badge reels. She says she makes them to carry your COVID vaccine card with I got my shot or fully vaccinated, because I think here soon that's going to be pretty standard procedure. So that's a really, really good idea, Kim. This is the EMS star. So if you have an emergency medical worker you want to make this for, that would be amazing. Here is the cow. You guys, this cow is so stinking cute. This is one of the ones I'm going to craft with today, and I am so excited. This guy is so cute. Like, you guys have to see this file. You're going to die. It's so cute. Here is the one that I believe on the website is listed as the scrub, but I think that you could make this into a t-shirt of any kind, really. So I really love the versatility of a lot of these shapes, because just because a file is labeled one way does not mean that that's the only way that you can use it, you know? So there's, I think, like I said, I think this one is called the scrubs. Yeah, I got a couple other horse people here too. Oh yeah, I got a second paw. Here is a football helmet, which is great for any of you football fans. I'm from Cincinnati, so I'm a die-hard football girl. I love that. Here is the stethoscope heart. If I know this is kind of a funky shape, this is the stethoscope out to this side. So if you have any nurses or doctors, I think that this would be a great one for them as well. Hey, Corinne, thanks for joining me. Yeah, she is loving them too. They are literally so cute. You guys, look at this bee. How amazing would this be? How amazing would this be with Michael's like bee themed printed patterns? This would be so, so cute. Yes, exactly, Corinne. A sports jersey of any kind. So there's like the t-shirt, but then there's also this shape of the jersey, which I know is a little more like basketball-y. But either way, you could turn this into any kind of sports jersey, which I love. And then last but not least, there is the circle. So I do want to point this out too, because I found this a little bit confusing on the website. The file is labeled as lemon under the badge reel downloads page, and I'm going to be crafting with a lemon, but this circle shape could be literally anything. I believe Kate is going to go live later today and show you guys another way you can use this. So definitely make sure to be watching out for that. That's at like 3 o'clock Eastern time over on 143's channel. So that's all of the badge reel shapes that they have for now. So I'm going to set all of these aside, and I am going to be crafting with the lemon and the circle, I guess, the circle and the cow. So I'm super, super pumped. So to get started, the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is remove the white film that comes over top of all acrylic blanks to keep them from getting scratched. Yeah, Tracy says she loves the bee. I know, Corinne, like literally so many options right out of the gate, which I absolutely love. Here's a pro tip for working with acrylics. I always like to leave the film on the back side in case you get any UV resin on the other side. It's really helpful to just be able to peel the other side off. So I'm going to be working with UV resin. Limino, I believe is what this is called, is my favorite brand. This is the one I always use. And I'm going to start by putting glitter on the cow in the circle, and then we'll put the vinyl over top. So the way that I like to do this is, oh shoot, I got to put my gloves on. Safety first, my friends. Got to add my gloves real quick. UV resin is super sticky, but if you ever need to clean it up, you probably won't be able to do a whole lot after it's hardened. So always clean it up before you put it under your UV lamp. But the way that I like to use, the way that I like to clean up is using baby wipes. That's always my best strategy. So whenever I'm mixing glitter into UV resin, I like to put my UV resin into a little medicine cup. And you really don't need much, so you don't want to overdo it if you can help it. You can always add more. And then I like to mix my glitter directly into my cup. I just think that that makes a much more even layer rather than putting the UV resin on and then sprinkling the glitter over top. That never ends up very even for me. So I'm just going to use a popsicle stick. And for the cow, I'm going to make him a brown cow. So I am using Boardwalk, which is Starcraft glitter, but it does have a little bit of a holographic sheen. So he's going to be a sparkly cow. He's going to be an excited cow today. And then for the lemon, I am actually going to be using Pina Colada, which is one of the new chunky glitters from StarCraft. And I have some vinyl to go over top of them, so you guys will see what they look like here in just a second. But I think that it's going to look really, really cute. And basically, I just like to mix it in, and then when I'm deciding if I like how it looks, I just kind of pick it up on my stick and see if that looks thick enough to me. So I think I might add a touch more glitter. And if you ever get it so that the UV resin feels real thick and kind of globby, you can always add a little bit more. That's the really nice part about working with UV resin, is it's really, really flexible, guys, honestly. It's really tough to mess up, because you can just kind of go back and forth. Actually, I haven't used Pina Colada yet, so there's still a little paper under there. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna mix a little bit of chunky glitter in with this one. You know what, I'm gonna use the open pour side so that I make sure I get lots of pretty chunks in here. I want to personally, oh shoot, see guys, that was way too much glitter. So I'll be adding some more UV resin. I want to personally shout out Ashley Jones for enabling me to buy this color. I mentioned that I thought this looked very similar to the color Mermaid Kisses, and she was like, no, Alex, no. You need to buy Pina Colada in addition to Mermaid Kisses because it's way better. So I'm really excited to try this color, you guys, because I haven't tried it yet. So there we go. We fixed our texture a little bit with Pina Colada. So next I'm going to try something a little bit different. I ordered some silicone brushes from Third Degree Laser, and they kind of look like makeup brushes. But basically what I'll do is I'll use these to add the glitter to my UV resin. And then this way I can put them under the UV lamp, and I should be able to just peel the UV resin right off. That way I'm not constantly using disposable things that are creating lots of waste. So I'm excited to try these out and see how these go. So I'll probably use the big brush on the circle just because, you know, there's no detail. Hey, Michael, thanks for joining us. I'm going to zoom y'all in a little bit more. There you go. Everyone say hi to Michael, too, and Corinne for hanging out today. Michael's one of our VIPs from Mr. Crafty Pants. He just launched a crazy fun mystery box. So he's been doing lots of tutorials on that, and he still has a few more to do. So basically the way that I like to do this is I just basically push the UV resin over to the edges. Nothing too crazy there. And since this is a circle shape, if you guys have never worked with UV resin before, a circle is about as easy as it gets. Rebecca said, is the new stuff on 143? Yes, ma'am, it sure is. And it's also linked in the description of this video if you want to get a direct link to each of these things. All right, so that's all I'm going to do over here on the circle. And then I'm going to take a little more time to do the glitter on the little cow, because I have to make sure that I work it into all of the little bumps on the top of his head, the little horns and everything. So I'm going to make sure I get a good even coat. Hey, Irma, I'm glad you're here. So again, I'm just going to use my silicone brush and basically just, whoops, now I'm touching my circle, messing it up. Okay, so I'm just going to push my glitter to the very edge. One of the really nice things about working with both UV resin and epoxy is that it has a really good surface tension. So it's kind of like water in that way, and that's why it's so easy to just push the glitter to the edges with the UV resin in it. And it'll pretty much stay on the edge as long as it doesn't bubble over. So that makes it pretty easy to craft with, honestly. If you guys have ever been intimidated by UV resin or epoxy, let me know in the comments. Oh, another thing that I wanted to address is typically when I'm working with UV resin or epoxy, I typically do wear a respirator. I don't when I'm live with you guys because it's very hard to understand me and it's also very hard to talk through them. So I'm a little more lenient when I'm live with you guys, but typically when I'm working alone, I always wear gloves, of course, for safety, and then I always wear a mask. A bare minimum, I would recommend that you wear an N95 mask, but ideally you need to purchase a respirator, and you can do that. The one I have is on my Amazon store under my epoxy supply list if you are interested in working with the stuff and you want to check it out. So I'm just making sure that everything looks even here. It also is very much self-leveling, so there's not a ton of work to do to getting it perfect, but if you do see something, of course, you can always fix it before you cure it. So there's not quite as much glitter out on the horns as I'd like to be, so I'm just going to redistribute my UV resin a little bit and see if we can even that out. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm going to put the silicone brushes on this little silicone trivet that I have so that I should be able to peel stuff off very easily. I also have, hey Rosie, thanks for joining me. I also put my UV resin back in the bottle so that, back in the box so that it doesn't get exposed to the UV light and accidentally harden your entire box of UV resin. Ask me because I've done it. And now we're going to go ahead and use our UV lamp. This mint lamp is also from 143 Vinyl. I love it, and I linked it in the description as well. So I'm just going to lift it right off the top and stick it over top of my silicone trivet here. And I'm going to press it for, let's say 60 seconds. I'll probably end up doing 2 rounds of 60 seconds. And then I'm going to not stare directly at it while it's curing. So yeah, let me know what questions you have about UV resin so far. Tell me also about your experience with UV resin in the comments. Have you used it? Are you curious about it? Where are you at with UV resin? I am so excited that they've launched these today, you guys, because I've been getting a little bit caught up in like the business side of my business, and I need to get back to being more creative. So this was the perfect opportunity to do a quick craft with you guys and do something fun rather than just work on QuickBooks and boring stuff. Because that's part of being a business owner too, but sometimes you just got to get creative, you know? I can't survive for too long without getting creative, because that's why I'm a crafter. So we're getting pretty close, and I usually like to do 2 rounds of 60 seconds, especially because on my little circle blank, I had a little bit thicker UV resin. So I usually like to do 2 rounds of 60 seconds for each time that I put another layer on. When we start doing the clear layer, I'll probably just do 1 round of 60 seconds. Plus, with the glitter mixed into it, of course, you have to make sure that the UV light can penetrate the UV resin. That's how it cures. So I want to make sure that the light gets fully through there, even with all that glitter. But when there's nothing mixed into the UV resin, it just happens a lot easier. Amanda said she hasn't used UV resin at all. Well, good, Amanda. I hope this helps. I do have other tutorials that are going a little bit slower about UV resin, so if you want to check those out, you can find those on my YouTube channel as well. It's a lot of fun. It's just a lot faster than epoxy, especially on small surfaces like this. It's going to save you so much time. This is a great stepping stone if you want to try epoxy, but UV resin is going to get your project done so much faster. Okay, Carla said, made my first keychain a couple weeks ago. It's amazing. I only ever used regular resin. UV resin is a game changer. That's right, exactly. Stacy said she tried it and she had some problems. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how easy that is. The UV resin literally just peels right off my silicone brush. Okay, I'm in love. Definitely trying that again because that is so easy. And then I don't have to throw popsicle sticks away all the time. I love that. Oh my gosh, where have these been all my life? Okay, so now that these are cured, they are a little warm, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and weed this vinyl and put it on my blank. So I'm gonna start by peeling away. So this is the little lemon UV resin file. This thing is so cute. And the reason I linked opal vinyl in the description of my video is because that is what I am using. So I decided to use opal vinyl on the lemon because I thought it would be such a pretty color. So then I'm going to, I had to look at this and make sure that I peel away the right piece. I think I peel away this outer piece and you kind of leave the slices of the lemon in there. Do you guys ever look at a file and you're like, so which piece am I supposed to peel away? I feel like I'm always doing that. And then I've got my little eye-vine weeding berry to weed out these little center areas. And this way we'll be able to see some of the pina colada glitter through the lemon. Some of these already came out when I was cutting them, but we'll grab any extras with my pin pen. I think I got it there. Let me hold it up a little closer so I can see. Yep, I got it. Sometimes with the reflection, it's kind of hard to tell when I'm trying to keep it under the camera for you guys what I've gotten and what I haven't. There we go. I'm also really impressed with StyleTech Opal Vinyl because a lot of times when you work with Opal Vinyl, it's a real pain in the butt to weed. And this stuff did really, really well. It's a little hard. I'm finding it a little bit of a struggle to weed because I have gloves on and that feels kind of weird. But it cut beautifully, honestly. Just got some little stray pieces that I need to get rid of. Oh gosh, come on. Come on, little guy. Looks like we may have had trouble cutting back here, but I'm impressed. When I looked at this file, I was like, oh man, is this gonna be hard or easy to weed? But it's really not bad. There we go. No? Well, she's just putting up a fight. There we go. All right. Finish grabbing all the rest of these little pieces. And I think pina colada glitter is going to look amazing behind this opal vinyl. I am so excited. I can't look at your comments right now, but let me know what you guys think. Are you excited too? Sorry if you guys can see my head. I was talking to someone about that yesterday. I always lean, oh, with Sydney on my Instagram live. I always lean my head into my camera shots because I can't see when it's like way out in front of me. It's hard. Okay, I think we got all of our pieces off of that one. And then I've got just a bunch of little pieces for my little cow, my little brown cow. You guys, this is literally like the cutest file. And I was talking to Kate about this earlier. I'm typically not like a cow person. That's not one of my favorite farm animals or anything. But when I saw this file, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. Have to. Oh, yes. Opening up the picture in Design Space is hugely helpful as well. That's so true. I did that yesterday on my Instagram Live. I printed out a picture of my SVG. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh, y'all, it is Friday. I am tired. Happy, but tired. Okay, and these little eyes are too small for how big of a piece I cut. So my little cow just has like basically a nose and eyes with this file. There's a background on all of these too. I just wanted to use glitter because I thought it would look better. Thanks, Michael. He said he loves the way everything is turning out. You guys, it's so cute. So I'm going to be using clear medium tack transfer tape. My gloves are going to make it really difficult. Really difficult to get this off here. Yeah, I might have to take one glove off. I was trying not to do that because I have to use UV resin again, but it's just too hard to craft those gloves. Rebecca said, what's the machine on the left? Rebecca, this is a UV lamp. That's what you use to cure UV resin. You can also use the sun, but it just takes a lot longer. So I really like having a UV lamp because I just think it's much more time efficient. And that is also from 143 Vinyl. They are normally not as cute and minty as the ones at 143, but I absolutely love this lamp. Okay, so we've got all of our little pieces with clear medium tack transfer tape. I'm just going to cut them apart and apply them. Easy peasy. Okay, so we'll start with the little lemon. And we're just gonna hope I get this centered. Oh, thank you, Michael. You're amazing. Michael's dropping the link for you guys to the UV lamp if you want to check it out. Cindy says she has no sound. Can everyone else hear me okay? Let me know. I think so because you guys are responding. But I'm not positive that y'all can hear me. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go over top of my lemon and do the best I can to center it. There we go. Oh my goodness, you guys, look how cute. We'll make sure nothing is coming over the side. Oh my goodness. Looks like I had a little bit of a drip over the side, so there's a couple of bumps in there. But y'all, how cute is that? In person, it's a lot easier to see. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. You guys can hear me. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so we're going to start with the nose on the cow. You guys, look how cute he is. You guys are going to freak out. You're going to love him. He's so cute. When I saw him yesterday, I was like, I have to have that cow. Wait a minute. You think it goes like that? The nostrils probably go at the top, right? Let me open up the file and make sure that I am doing that right. I have the SVG file over here. Let me see this little guy. Oh, you're not going to show me because it's an SVG. So we'll go into design space. Okay, yep, the nostrils go at the top, which is what I suspected. Sorry guys, I gotta lean my head in here a little bit because I gotta be over top of my blank here so I can see. A little tricky. There. That's pretty close. Okay, it's a little off, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. He's still gonna be super cute. Okay, so there's the nose. Let's go back to your comments. I know, isn't the lemon so cool? Oh, there are several of you guys here from West Virginia. How cool. All right, and then we add the little eyes right there. And we're going to cover everything with UV resin so we don't have to worry about burnishing like crazy. Where should we put his little pupils? You think kind of at the bottom? Make him look a little innocent? There we go. You guys, look at this cow! Oh my gosh! Like literally, look how cute! I'm dead. I'm dead. It's so cute. I cannot even handle it. All right, let's get some trash out of the way. So here's what we've got so far with the lemon and the cow. We still have the film on the back. So now I'm just gonna take my UV resin bottle and squirt some directly on the top. Because when I'm not mixing glitter in, there's no reason to use a medicine bottle. Just use a little bit. And then we can use the same silicone brush and just push it around. Basically spread it out. And then after this, our last step is just going to be to glue it to the badge reel, and then we're done. So quick and easy, which I love. Tracy said this is making her want to try UV resin. It is really, really fun, Tracy. I really do enjoy working with it. I just love the things that you can make. I really feel like this is one of those things where I can be so creative. I really, really enjoy it. And if you guys, like I said, want to see like a slower tutorial, I know I'm moving a little quickly today because I got to jump off here soon. But if you want to see a slower tutorial, I do have UV resin and epoxy videos on my channel that will walk you through it much, much more slowly. The UV resin one, I am making a like a paw print keychain. If you want to look through my videos and find that. And the nice thing about this top layer is that you can really just kind of push it around. It doesn't need to be super thick to cover the vinyl. We're just making everything even. Because if you left the vinyl on the surface, that probably wouldn't be the worst thing, but basically we're just here to kind of smooth it out, if you will. All right, and another thing, I know you guys can't see me do this, but I like to kind of get down, like, let me show you. You guys are gonna think this is a little silly, but what I like to do is I like to get down level with my UV resin stuff and like look at it in the light and see if I see any divots or anything that I need to go in and fix or grab. I think these look pretty good. There's a little bit of a spot over that eyeball that needs some love. But yeah, that looks really good to me. All right, so I'll put you guys back overhead. There you go. Oh, did you see that? I might not have switched you over, but I got down even with my UV resin, and I'm gonna stick my silicone brush again underneath here. And I'm gonna move these to the center a little bit so that they make sure that the UV lamp doesn't hit them. I saw someone ask in the comments where I got this silicone brush from. This is from 3rd Degree Laser. 3rddegreelaser.com is where I got this from. Okay, so we're going to pick up the UV lamp and give it another minute. And then we will see what happens. Hi guys. I'm gonna stick you back up like that so you can see my face. There we go. Oh no, Cindy, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Michelle, if you are new to UV resin, just make sure you watch this from the beginning and you'll get a lot more tips and all that kind of stuff so that it's not out of context. Letitia says the cow's amazing. I know! Like, it's literally so cute. And like I said, cows are not normally like the animal that I would choose, but they're so cute I can't. The bee is also super cute. So if you guys are interested in trying any of this stuff, I did link everything down in the description of this video. Also with my coupon code, you can use ALEX5, so all caps ALEX5 to save 5% on your entire order. So if you want to try these things, I definitely encourage you to. I think it's a lot of fun. Make sure that you pay attention to safety and do what's best for you. If you ever experience yourself not feeling too good after you use UV resin or epoxy, then stop immediately. Stop immediately. Never ever continue if you don't feel well. Most people that I know are fine when they use epoxy and UV resin. I myself have never experienced any negative side effects, but that's just something I want to say because I know a lot. Like, there will be a group of people that will come for me on YouTube and say that epoxy is super dangerous.
But honestly, guys, I've never experienced any of that. My husband is a scientist, and I actually asked him to read the chemical information on the website, and he told me that he felt perfectly comfortable with me using it. So that's just a personal opinion. I'm not a professional, not a doctor, anything like that, but that's just my personal opinion. So make sure that you look into safety before you get started, and if you ever notice anything crappy, stop. As soon as you notice it, don't do it anymore. So, and I think that's pretty self-explanatory for most things. If you ever notice something bad, don't continue it. But I just wanted to say it because you never know. All right, so I ended up doing 1 minute and 30 seconds on this one just to make sure that the UV resin is fully cured. So now I can remove my gloves because I'm finished with the UV resin part of things. And I am going to go ahead and flip these guys over. I'm going to peel off the white film, and see, some of my UV resin dripped over to the back. That's exactly why I wanted to make sure that I kept the film on. Y'all, look at Pina Colada. How sparkly. Oh my gosh, you guys, these are so cute. So all I'm gonna do is take a badge reel like this. I'm gonna spread some super glue, whatever adhesive you choose to use. I'm gonna be using E6000 today. I'm just gonna spread some super glue across the back and then add my badge reel to it. And then of course you'll have to let it cure. It won't be ready right away. But that's it. I mean, it's really that simple. And I would be generous with the glue that you're using, but don't go all the way to the edge so that you don't have anything squish out from the back. And we'll do the lemon first. I'm just going to try to center it on the back of the lemon the best that I can. And push it down. And y'all, that is it. It's really that simple. Like I said, I'm gonna have to let this sit. The nice thing is if you don't get it perfectly centered, E6000 or any super glue does not dry instantly. So you can kind of, you can make sure that you take the time to move it into the right place, but that's it. It's that simple. Michael said, Pina Colada is giving me life. Agreed, agreed. It's so stinking cute. I know it's a little bit hard to see in the lights, but there you go. In person, you can definitely see the lemon slice. So I'm gonna leave this face down so that it can cure, and then we'll do the cow, and we are all finished. I think I'm gonna actually use a black badge reel on the cow. Sorry guys, I hope that's not too loud for you. Then we'll do our E6000 thing and be all finished. And then I hate to rush you guys, but I do have a call that I need to jump on. So after I finish this little cow, I'm gonna head off of here, but I talked to Kate and she's gonna go live at 3 p.m. Eastern time today and show you guys even more ideas about what you can do with badge reels and different shapes you can use and stuff like that. So make sure that you join her over on the 143 page at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so I just set my badge reel right there. Want to make sure that it's square with the bottom. I'm going to squish it down. This one's a little bit closer on the edges, if you guys can see that. I have a little less room, so I'm going to be careful about moving him, too much while it's curing. But how stinking cute is this? So make sure you guys shop the badge reels if you're interested. Everything is in the description below. Don't forget to use Alex5 if you want to save 5% at 143 Vinyl. Let me show you guys my face again. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you have any questions, as always, drop them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to DIY Alex for more craft shenanigans and ideas and projects and all that lovely stuff. And I'll see you guys later.